Selamat datang di channel Flacy Llecu. Dan pada video kali ini gua akan melanjutkan gameplay Honkai Star Rail, yaitu akar, lahir, kembali, dunia, panik lagi, dan bicara dengan Kafka sendiri. Langsung saja.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit.
Tidak berubah sedikit pun.
I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state.
Di sini ada 3 pilihan. Bagiku, kamu tidak terlihat dalam kondisi yang menyedihkan.
Really? Well, that's good. I wouldn't want to affect your image of me. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me.
Apa tujuanmu?
Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to
Semuanya
hear them,
sama.
I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly.
Semuanya berjalan
Are you ready to
baik.
hear my answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us.
Tidak berhubungan langsung dengan kami.
You can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it.
Seseorang membawa Stellaron ke Hyangzhou, tetapi bukan
Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside
pengkhianat di dalam Luofu.
The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the matrix of prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you.
Kami di sini demi kalian. Demi kami.
Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the matrix of prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the matrix of prescience. It was all to bring you,
Semua ini
the
untuk
Astral
membawa
Express
kalian
crew, to the Cienjo. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the
Kalian harus membangun hubungan dengan Alliance.
connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Lafu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most
Nanti
critical
di
moment,
saat-saat
the
paling
Xianzhou will
kritis,
offer you their help.
Xianzhou akan menawarkan bantuan kepada kalian.
What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Xianzhou? Quite the plot twist, don't you think?
Ya, kamu maksud itu masa depan seperti apa?
Like I said, Helio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face
Harus
the
menghadapi
destruction.
Nanok.
And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of eonic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Helio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the
Mungkin
horizon.
masih ada harapan.
You know, even eons can be killed.
Sementara itu, jangan-jangan ganti dengan Dan Heng. Di sisi lain, Luofu.
Hey, Luocha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, neons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject.
Ganti topik soal permusuhan antara Han dan Abu Dance.
Too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Apa yang ada di dalam kotak besar itu?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just we don't put bodies in boxes.
Maksudnya,
Coffins. In the Xianzhou,
orang-orang
people go to
pergi
the Hall
ke
of Karma
Aula
and attend the
Karma
recognition and consecrate the
untuk
names and jade
menyucikan
packages of
nama dan jet
death. It's our way of saying
Abacus.
goodbye. The Foxians and the Vidyadhara have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning.
Kembali ke tanah kelahiran yang hijau.
As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious.
Mereka lebih misterius lagi.
Very older has a fatal injury. They turn into an egg that looks like pearl.
Berubah menjadi telur.
They come out looking young again.
Lalu begitu cangkangnya menetas, akan terlihat muda kembali.
My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons.
Bisa berubah menjadi naga. Hanya Vidyadhara tertentu saja yang bisa berubah menjadi naga.
What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor,
Pada mereka yang berhasil melewati berbagai ujian dan upacara.
curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars.
Aion itu hilang di antara bintang-bintang tanpa jejak.
Leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit.
Pasti ada akhirnya.
Truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
Friend?
No.
Jadi siapa?
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend.
Kami hanya pernah bertemu sekali.
Once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
Tak ada jalan untuk kembali lewati kawasan yang kosong. Dan di sini gua nggak bisa berhenti ya. Mau tidak mau harus langsung saja gua lanjutkan gameplaynya. Di sini tidak ada apapun yang bisa gua hancurkan. Ya elah, nggak bisa ganti karakter.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Gua akan serang yang ini dulu.
Allow me.
Selanjutnya, yaduh. Oh, untung ada healer.
Worry about me.
Wanna see what I can do?
Gua akan serang yang ini terlebih dahulu.
Pity.
Let me through, or I'll go through you. Touch this.
The truth of life and death. revealed in an
Marastra harus
instant,
gua lawan 2 kali.
Is but a vision.
Untungnya nggak susah-susah amat ya.
Step aside. I
Allow me to receive divinity.
Don't worry about me.
That which is seized must be repaid. The dead.
Langsung ngeluarin ulti. Pertempuran berakhir. Lah, ada apa ini? Maras
Looks like
truk.
someone's hurt.
Wait. Let's think before we act.
Kalahkan yang terserang marah dan selamatkan gadis yang terluka.
Silent but deadly. Llecu, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
Menyerahkan semuanya padamu.
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go.
Serang yang tengah dulu. Ya iyalah, ini maras truk. Harus gua lawan 2 kali.
Shape of Taishu! Rise Phoenix! Wanna see what I can do? Dodge this!
Tinggal sekali lagi nih.
Pity.
Ya elah, ini tinggal giliran musuh.
Nothing major.
Ini aja.
The truth of life and death.
Serang yang
This
sebelah kiri.
is but a vision.
Let me through.
Serang yang ini terlebih dahulu. Tinggal 1 lagi nih. Tetapi gua harus melawannya 2 kali. Mengalahkannya.
Never heard of it.
Abyss flower, bloom.
You're the best.
Eternal sleep. The dead.
Lah, langsung ngasih ulti. Langsung kelar sih ini.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Wanna
Lah,
see
kok
what
nggak
I
langsung
can do?
kelar?
Dodge this!
Nah, akhirnya kelar juga.
Miss, are you okay? What do you think? Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay.
Tidak melihat bekas darah. Ternyata kamu adalah puppet manusia mekanis.
My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Ya, kita bawa saja lah ya.
Silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the 10 Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful.
Dia
Do you
apain
think you
tuh?
can hold still?
It won't work. My body is
Ini tidak
mechanical
akan
and
berhasil.
flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Luar biasa.
How? What kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Abundance.
Very good. We no longer need to return to the realm.
Misi dilanjutkan.
As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid,
Cepatlah pergi dari sini.
leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely
Jangan-jangan
dangerous.
Huei sedang mencari blade.
If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wingspan might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Lah, malah pergi.
Come with me.
Oh, jadi kita ikuti. Periksa kejadian aneh.
I've never seen anything like it.
Jadi kejadian aneh macam apa ini? Lah malah loading. Sementara itu,
You know, even eons can be killed.
jadi rencana kalian itu gua akan memilih
Are you kidding? That's not what we want. I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. And now they've all but disappeared.
sekarang mereka semua menghilang, hanya menyisakan pet tanpa tuan.
And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Shipe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one.
Kalau yang kedua
That's how
ini
Tazeronth the Propagation fell.
lumayan masuk akal sih.
Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the abundance. So, the Cienjo too are engaged in this process.
Di sini ada 3 pilihan.
As far as I know, the predecessors of the Alliance were the Elixir Seekers. They searched for Yaoshe and longed for the blessing of immortality. When they eventually found the Eon, they received the blessing that did indeed prevent death, the Ambrosial Arbor. But immortality turned out to be a curse for the Cienjo.
Keabadian berubah menjadi kutukan bagi Hyunzo.
The Ambrosial Arbor. Ever since, the Alliance has followed the Hunt in pursuit of Yaoshe.
Jadi sekarang
erasing the
Alliance
curse of
mengikuti
immortality
Han
from the universe
untuk mengejar
along with
Yaoshi.
What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you.
Kenapa kamu memberitahu aku tentang ini?
Hold on. Any minute now.
Waktunya seharusnya sudah tiba.
It's begun.
Ya dong. Kenapa tuh? Tiba-tiba pohonnya
Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Hey, did she brainwash you?